Hi there, my name is Danielle Garcia and I will be walking us through an invigorating and circulation boosting class for pregnant mamas. So it'll be quick, it'll be fiery, and it'll hit just right. I have 2 blocks set up and I recommend that you do 2. I also have a bolster and my coziest blanket for the end of class. So please grab your props and let's get started at the top of our mat standing. You can bring your feet nice and wide so that they're underneath your hips, a little bit of a bend in your knees just to soften your knee joints. And then as you inhale, reach your arms out wide and up overhead. As you exhale, bring your arms back wide and towards your sides. And we'll do that twice more. Inhale, simply reach your arms up. Exhale, just bring them right back down. Once more with your breath. Full breath in. Steady, complete breath out. Now this time, bring your arms out towards your sides and just start to sway from side to side. I like to call this the floppy arm. You can literally let your arms just kind of flop and hit your sides. Not too hard, obviously, but you're just allowing your fingers to go limp, your arms to go limp. Again, that gentle bend in your knees for buoyancy. And it's starting to allow your circulation to flow in different ways than maybe it's used to. Also, as you take these really subtle rotations in your spine, you're increasing the circulation within your torso. And just mood boosting, a bit of playfulness in here too. Sometimes funny movement is nice to take rather than the linear or rigid movement we're quite used to. So just a couple more of these floppy arm twists. Full breaths in and out. Good, let's do one more to each side. And then just slow your floppy arms down until you reach the center and your arms rest by your sides. Good, take a full breath in and again reach your arms up high. This time keep your arms high and sit your bottom low, bend knees deeply for chair pose. Push through your heels and stand back up, inhale. Exhale, sit your hips low. Let's do that one more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Sit, stay in your seat as you inhale. And then fold, exhale. You can bring your hands to your blocks or to the floor. Lift up halfway, nice long spine and torso. And then step your left foot all the way back. Lower your left foot down. Good, with your knee on the ground, you can wiggle your right foot out a bit wider if you need the space for your belly. Breath in to lift your chest. Breath out to pull your sitting bones toward your back heel and straighten your right leg. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, pull back. One more, sets of 3s today. Breathe in, lower your pelvis toward the front edge of your mat, and then breathe out, sitting bones equally press back. As you inhale, we'll come forward again, and then this time we'll tuck our back toes and rise your knee away from the ground. Another opportunity where blocks could come in handy, or if hands on the ground feels fine, keep them there. So we're gonna start to hug our baby into our spine. So we're not just letting our belly drop heavy here. A nice gentle hug in towards the spine. Take 3 more rounds of breath. From the crown of your head to the tip of your tail, long shape, belly hugs in. A little bit of a bend in your back knee, stable through your front foot, and then step back to the front of your mat and fold. Halfway up, you can use your blocks or fingers to shins, and then right foot back, knee to the ground. Hands to blocks or the floor. Inhale, pull your chest up, lift your belly towards your rib cage. Exhale, sitting bones back towards your back heel. And then 2 more with your breath. Good, we've got 1 more. Pull it all the way forward. Shift all the way back. We're gonna come forward into our low lunge again. And either with your hands to the floor or blocks, tuck your back toes, elevate your back knee. So we're not trying to allow our left hip to wing out. In fact, we're pulling our outer hip back, squeezing gently our inner thighs towards one another. And instead of letting your hips rise high, see if you can drop them low. A nice long line from crown of head through tail all the way to your back heel for one more cycle of breath. You've got this. Good. A little bend in your back knee and then a gentle step to the front for a fold. Halfway up in breath. Exhale, fold through center. Now bend your knees deeply, round your spine until you stand all the way up. Your arms will reach at the top, similar to where we began, and then hands down through heart center. Good. A little bend in your knees and step your left foot back. Turn all sets of toes wide, heels in. Inhale, arms high. And then exhale, squat down. We're going to do that a couple more times. Inhale, rise up through arms, straighten legs. And then exhale, squat low, hips in line with knees. One more, breathe in. And then breathe out to squat. Now, option is to hold here, lifting your pelvic floor and hugging baby in, or to continue to rise on inhale and squat on exhale. We've got 4 more breaths this time. Stay low, continue to lift pelvic floor, lift baby up and into your spine. Steady breaths, even if your legs start trembling. We have 1 more full cycle, in and out. Now everybody inhale, arms high, straight legs, turn your toes so they're parallel, and then fold down the middle. We'll lift up halfway here, and if you like having your blocks, you could always reach for them and have them underneath you. And then again, a fold on an exhale. And 1 more breath in to lift halfway. And then this time as we fold, we'll hold. Maybe you rest your forearms on your blocks or all the way to your mat. See if you can split your sitting bones wide so that your lower back creates a bit more length. You might be feeling some tension in your low back, depending on where you're at in your pregnancy. And it's a great way just to release that with an inversion where you're still balancing on your feet and on your hands. 1 more cycle of breath. Good, let's go ahead and lift up halfway, long spine, belly in towards your spine. And then exhale, heels in again, squat down into Malasana. So you might have your blocks nearby and you might choose to sit yourself down on a block. If you're wanting to keep working with a bit of strength building here, then rather than sitting on your block, squat down low, but without allowing your pelvis to completely drop. So I like to say flex your calf muscles. You'll feel your calves grow and that little subtle lift. And then again, lift pelvic floor up and in, belly hugs tight towards your spine. Option 1 is to stay and enjoy this squat, or press through your heels, and as you inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, slow motion, lower back down without losing pelvic floor engagement. Inhale through your heels, drive your way up. And then exhale, squat back down. Again, you can choose to hold, or 1 more. Inhale up to the top. And then exhale all the way down, we meet. Good. From here, place your hands on the ground or on your blocks if they're still there. Lift your bottom, drop your head. Another inversion. So inversions don't always have to be handstands, headstands, things of that sort, especially depending, again, where you are in your pregnancy. It's just an opportunity, again, to reverse the circulation flow of what's normal. That linear head over heart, over hips, over legs. We switch that up a bit. A halfway lift, fingers to floor or blocks. And then step forward to the front of your mat. And then from here, take another half lift and a fold. Good, hands to the floor or blocks. Step your legs back. And we'll set up for just our final little bit of class. So have your cozy blanket nearby. Have a bolster or some sort of a pillow or something that can elevate you up. We don't really want to lie flat on our backs when we're pregnant, especially later on. So I like to set up a couple of blocks, one in front of the other at a higher height, and then I angle my bolster upon it. Now I'm feeling a little bit warm even after just a few moments of movement, but it's actually quite nice to keep that heat in. It helps to coat the organs and give them that extra bit of love that they need. So I love taking a blanket for my ending Shavasana. I recline myself back at this angle and I allow myself just to rest with ease. Now I'll bring my hands onto my belly. I like to feel the movement of baby after the movement that I've given baby. The only sound that baby hears throughout its time in the womb is your heartbeat. And so maybe you might experience a more rapid heartbeat now after that few minutes of movement. And so baby gets to experience that rhythm for a few moments here, or as long as you're able to rest. Give your child this time to connect with you, to be inspired by you. Now you can lie here in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like, for as long as you can, and just breathe steady, deep breaths. Take in all the work that you've just done. Allow it to boost the rest of your day. And there's certainly no rush to come out of this, but eventually when you are ready, bring your hands along to the side. Give yourself that extra little push to rise up. Take just a moment before you move on with your day to be in gratitude of your life, of this life that you've created. I thank you all for joining me, and I appreciate all of your efforts. Enjoy your day.